What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and we are gonna get right into this 10K Q&A. I want to first thank y'all, man, for 10,000 subscribers, man. It's like I appreciate it. That's all I can say, man. Y'all took the time out to just sub to your big brother, and it means a lot. We want to keep growing. We want to hit that 20,000, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to a milli if possible, man. But make sure when y'all subscribe to hit your notifications, keep them on so y'all to know anytime I post something. That way, if I mention something in one video, then y'all won't have to ask in another video because I already said it in the other video. But it's all love, man. I thank y'all so much. We're going to get right into this Q&A and get it rolling. We got a lot of questions. I'll get to as many as I can. I may not get to all of them, but I'll get to as many as I can. So we're going to get it popping right off the bat, man. Obligated to be motivated. Asked the first question, what did you mean by the 7 centers of spiritual energy in one of your songs? Also, what is your opinion on chakras in the pineal gland? I mean, that's basically when I said the 7 centers of spiritual energy, I am talking about the chakras. And for those who might not understand what the pineal gland is, it's just an organ in your brain that is referred to many as the third eye, and it produces the chemical of melatonin and serotonin, and for black people it's that melanin, it's that pigmentation that we have that basically gives us that swag and that soul that we have as a people, and on a mental and intellectual level as well. So everyone has a pineal gland, and it is in essence your third eye, your soul, and that's just the basics of it. But that's all I was talking about, man. Mike asked, what's the release date for the next album? The next albums with an S. I'm shooting for November, but December is the very latest. I'm trying to have these 4 albums out by November, and if you might not be aware, I'm getting ready to drop 4 brand new albums, man, coming out real soon. I'm working on them right now, and y'all gonna see it happen. A 4-piece. We gonna call it the 4-piece. Coming soon. Kevin Core asks, K, what's your biggest pet peeve? Man, it depends on what category we dealing with, because I have musical pet peeves, I have basketball pet peeves, I have standing in line at the grocery store pet peeves, all kind of stuff, man. So it would be hard to zero in and pinpoint just one, but I guess I give you know what I hate? I hate when I'm in line at the store and I'm in a rush and the person in front of me starts ordering like lotto tickets and just getting lottery ticket after lottery ticket and just taking forever, man. I hate that, man. But, you know, that's one of them. Steph Green says, are you going to come to the UK? Yeah, man, I'd love to come to the UK. I was in the UK in 2014. I'd love to come back. I was in Nottingham. I was in Manchester, and we also did a show in Glasgow in Scotland. So I'm ready to come back, man. Y'all hook it up, Steph. Hook it up. Get with the promoters, man. Y'all bring anybody in overseas, man. Y'all bring your boy over. I'm coming. Have your money right. RDC SP. You're more than any artist. Oh, I'm sorry. I really can read, y'all. You more than any other artist can connect with your fans because you write music from your heart. I hear a lot of real crap on the radio nowadays, and it makes me happy to see someone like you still making it real. Thanks, Kate. And I appreciate you, man. That was just a love shout out. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, y'all give me motivation. So as long as you keep supporting the music, I keep dropping it. Bitwither asks, any tips on fighting porn addiction or addictions in general? I still can't beat it, even though I've been trying for a while. It's a simple term called mind over matter, bruh. Mind over matter. And they say it takes 21 days to break a habit, but it starts with an initial um, degree of discipline that has to be implemented on your part. You have to just decide, no matter how big the urge and the temptation is within you internally, that I'm not gonna do it. And then you let those days accumulate. As with any addiction, it's one day at a time, and you build up a tolerance against it the same way you developed an addiction to it. You just take it in the opposite direction. There's no steps, there's no 12-step programs to it. You just stop and slowly wean yourself out of it. That's the best advice I can give you. And mixed in with praying on it. You have to pray, man. You have to pray for the strength to be able to fight. So you're not fighting alone. You got God fighting with you, man. SPC Lifer. Question, finish the lyrics. Hint, Hungry Records and SPC song. I'm in trouble already. I remember having, I'm not gonna know. Man, I do so many features, bruh. And just my own song, I can't remember the words to a lot of stuff, man. People think I got this excellent Superman memory. I probably got one of the worst memories in rap music. So, I'm sorry. I don't even remember this song, but shout out to Hungry Records. That's my fam. Mr. Urban World, how do you think you're doing a battle rap against Disaster? I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't battled in a long time. I mean, it'll be about the motivation, man. A lot of the things that I get hungry about and get mean and aggravated about are based on how motivated I am at the time. So, shout out to Disaster and all the battle rappers, man. Alex, will you do an album with Zero anytime soon? We've been talking about it for years and years, but nothing has came about yet. Lil' bro be busy. Lil' bro be getting it. So salute to my little bro Zero. And whenever that time comes, if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. Justice asks, is Father the Flame the best rap song of all time? He puts answer is yes. I mean, thank you. That's all I can say. I mean, it's not my place to say if any of my songs or projects are the best of all time, because all of those conversations are relative and based on the individual's opinions. So I appreciate the love. Have you watched The Cosmos on Netflix? No, I ain't had Netflix, man. How do you feel about the difference between, this my homie the engineer, how do you feel about the difference between a beat made from sampling as opposed to beats made from scratch? Specifically beats using instruments. I mean, if it's jamming, it's jamming. It really don't matter to me. If it's a sample, if it's jamming, or if it's an original made beat from scratch, live instruments, whatever the case may be, long as the beat is dope, it's all that matters. No preference, because I've rapped on all of it. Molly Ranchers, do you consciously use numerology in your songs, or is it just off the top of your head, or just something that sounds good? I'm a numbers guy. I use a lot of numerology in my raps. I always have, and there's no set formula to why I'll use certain numbers. It just sounds good. It may flow good, but yeah, I do that a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody complained about that. Yeah, man, I ain't out here talking about numbers, man. Hey, man, we are mathematics, plain and simple. We walk in mathematics, bro. So get used to it. The Family Man asks, now you got to take your channel to the streets. Yeah, I'm going to do that, man. I'm going to take it to the streets. I have been taking it to the streets, but mostly in, like community efforts and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to take it to the streets. I got some ideas, some things that I got planned on that vein. So good looking out, Family Man. Marcus Walker asks, hey, K, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? And if you weren't rapping, what profession, industry do you think you would have a career in? Please come do a show in Seattle someday. Yeah, send for me. Let's do it. Seattle, let's do it. Shout out to my homie One in Seattle, man. I wanted to be a football player. I thought I was going to play wide receiver for the Houston Oilers when I was little, man. And if I wasn't rapping, I don't know. I don't have many other skills and talents. If I wasn't rapping, I don't know what I'd be doing, man. I'd probably be, I don't know, getting the baskets out the parking lot somewhere at a grocery store. I don't know. Bob Bobrowski, will you be releasing that Fair to Both Sides Flat Earth song? It's coming, man. Didn't I say it? If I say it, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to leave it alone. Why you put fair to both sides in quotes like I ain't going to be fair? Just because I'm not a flat earther. Just because I'm a globe-tard, man. Come on, man. I'm going to be fair. Ill Element asks, what are your thoughts on Jack Fresco and the Venus Project? I mean, I don't know much about Jack Fresco. I know Jack Cousteau. I'm just playing. I mean, he's the futurist guy. And basically what that is, to my knowledge, that he kind of looks at the circumstances of the times and projects how things will be moving forward based on his study of the current times. And that reminds me of some of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, how you have the 24 scientists who write history in advance based on the actions and the conditions of the people that are currently living. So, you know, if I'm accurate on who he is and what he does, then that's my taking my comparison on that. Nikki Starks, I was wondering what you thought about James Baldwin. He's one of my favorite people I ever did research on. Does him being gay affect you, how you look at him? I may not agree with that lifestyle, but it doesn't take away. Well, you answered the question. I may not agree with that lifestyle. I don't agree with that lifestyle, but that has nothing to do with his gifts and his right to be productive and live as a person. James Baldwin was one of the greatest writers of all time. You know, that brother was a revolutionary, and he has contributed a lot, especially in the cause of black people and liberation of black people in our struggle back in the 60s and the 50s. And James Baldwin's one of the greatest, period. So him being gay has nothing to do with that or doesn't take anything away from that. Alan Labor, what's up, K? Can't wait to hear the 4 new albums. Still got Mighty in the Sword on repeat. How can I purchase a signed CD? All you got to do is go to the website, www.southparkcoalition.net. Go to music store, buy the CD you want to buy. When you order from PayPal, there's a spot where you can put like a note, type that in there, and just say, man, K, can you sign this for me? Or you just email me, spckrino@aol.com, and say, hey, K, sign that for me, and I got you. It's that simple. Burnsy Gaming, who are your favorite UK rappers? I don't know a lot of UK rappers. I know a lot of names. Dizzy Rascal definitely is dope. Ain't Low Key from the UK? It's some dope UK rappers that I have heard, man. But I couldn't lie and say I just know a lot of them. But I think that from the ones that I've heard, a lot of those UK rappers are really, really underrated. And they don't get a lot of props over here like they should, in my opinion, because a lot of them are super lyrical. A9, what's the reason the song Two Roads from Danger Zone album is not available on Spotify or Tidal stream service? Because we had an issue with that sample that I used. That was a sample, and so I had to take it off. But that's the reason why. Kobe Jenkins, what's up, K? Huge fan. Just wondering, is your album Deeper Elevation considered a mixtape because it's not on Spotify? No, it's a real album. Deeper Elevation is a real album, but I don't know why it's not. I got to check on that because I don't know why it's not on Spotify on the digital platforms. Gaming house. He got 3 questions. How tall are you? I'm 6'4". Are you planning on doing an entire album with DJ Premier? Yeah, that's the plan. We talked about it. The DJ Premier interview is up on my channel, so y'all can check that out right now. And the 3rd question is, if you could meet your younger self, what advice would you give him? Man, I would tell that dude. Man, there's so much stuff I'd tell that dude. The question is, would I listen to me? Would I listen to me? Or would I be like, man, me, you don't know what I'm talking about? But musically, there would be some things that I would try to impart to him that could have made us better. Life-wise, definitely. I'm not one of those people that be like, man, I ain't got no regrets. I do it all the same way. Heck no, I'll change a lot. I'm telling you that a lie. Dean TV. What is your favorite soup? And do you have any funny stories with DJ Screw? My favorite soup is navy bean soup. The navy bean is the healthiest thing you can put in your body, man. It contains 20 plus amino acids that are all essential to human life. And when you bite into that navy bean, it activates all of those nutrients within your system, man. And it is one of the healthiest things you can eat. And in the Nation of Islam, navy bean soup and bean pie is a staple. And the pie y'all see me holding up, straight from navy beans. So, any funny stories with you and Screw? Yeah, a few. You know, I used to have this song in high school. It wasn't a song, it was just a rap I used to do. I used to talk about these 3 girls. And Screw used to love that. He loved that rap, man. He every time he wanted me to say that rap. And I didn't want to say it, but since it was Screw, he loved it, and I would always spit it. It's a little too vulgar. I was in high school too, but I ain't gonna say it. But you know, Screw always wanted me. Even when we was out of school, he would mention that song. I don't know why he liked that song so much. The Hip Hop Spot. What's up, Hip Hop Spot? My homie B. Here's 10,000 more. Thank you, fam. Hip Hop Spot held it down for me for years. That's my homie. ZVKC. What inspires your creativity? Is there a certain method you use to get in the zone and write a verse, or does it just come natural? I mean, my creativity is inspired just by living and observing what's going on around me. And you have to always notice what's happening. Because I said before, it's concepts all around you every day. But if your antenna is not up, you miss them. And also, what inspires my creativity is other creative people. When I listen to Prince and Stevie Wonder and other great artists that I look up to, they inspire me to want to be creative in my own way. And the method I use to get in my zone is just either knowing I gotta do it, or just wanting to give y'all more and more good music. You know, y'all are a bigger inspiration to me than you might know. Masiej Grabianowski. I hope I ain't mess your name up. How do you judge your own lyrics? I'm hard on myself, man. I'm my biggest critic. You have to be. When you get satisfied within yourself, you're slipping. Yeah, just what you said. You feel like some parts could be better. I hear stuff I recorded that's already been recorded, done sold and everything decades ago, and I still get mad because I didn't say the line right. I could have executed it better, could have delivered it better, could have written it better. So you got to be your own worst critic, man. Michael Bunton, Lubbock, Texas, in the building. Father the Flame was epic. Will you do any other elements with such greatness? Man, hold on, Michael, wait a minute. You trying to say to me that I haven't matched Father the Flame yet? Hold on, I'm getting concerned now. I feel like I already have done stuff that's on that level, or better, definitely better. But, you know, it's a matter of opinion, you know. But since you mentioned it, this is the second Father the Flame reference in this Q&A. I'm going to listen to that song tonight, and I'm going to war with it. Will you ever do another collab with Scarface? Yeah, I'm ready, man. You know, that's the homie, the OG Face. Whenever Face ready, I'm ready. That's my brother. Love that dude. Tyler Edwards. What do you know and or what are your opinions on the pineal gland? I answered that one. And he asked me about the chakras too. Yeah, I already answered that one. You gotta if you're listening, Tyler, it's one of the earlier questions. I think it's the first question. Um, Lyrically loved asks my next question. What rhyming practices or challenges you do to sharpen your skills? I don't do any challenges or exercises or all that, man. I just push myself, try to read as much as I can, and just try to be as creative as I can. I don't believe in just turning the writing process into a controlled type of formula. I've seen little videos about people telling you how to write bars and all this old stuff, man. That's crap to me because you have to do what feels good to you, and you have to do what works for you and comes natural to you. If you start getting so technical and that, oh, I have to do it this way, I have to lay this bracket out, you know, you could do all that, but do it naturally. Let it come naturally, man. You can't go to school for this, man. The Boot Patrol asks, will you ever get on some more tracks with Cannabis? Yeah, man, I'd love to, man. Like I say, Cannabis is one of the most magnificent writers, not just rappers. He's one of the most magnificent writers ever, man. That dude's phenomenal, man. So anytime, man. Uh, 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 Aram Simonian. Big Brother K, love and respect, OG. Love and respect back to you. I want to know your opinion on astrology. I'm an astrologer myself. Been studying birth charts, how the planets and constellations were aligned. I mean, I'm not into astrology. Astrology and astronomy are two different things. I believe in the stars. I believe in and that they have a designed place in the universe, but I'm not a big subscriber of astrology in terms of that this particular birthday means you're this or you're that. I don't know a lot about it. Excuse me, I don't know a lot about it to go into detail on it. I'm just saying I'm not into the connection between the stars and our activities and behaviors, and because I see people from every month of the year, no matter what birthstone you're born under, whatever the case may be, and there are some that are compatible, there's some that are incompatible, and there's some that are similar to this guy, similar to that girl, and there's some that are totally different. It's all mixed up. But that's just me. You know, good luck with what you do, though. Lyrically loved. My question is, as a young adult, 20 years old, ready to grow up and do grown man things, but I'm trapped with all my mom's financial problems that got me overwhelmed to the point I can't gain control over my life. I want to do my best to help, of course, but when I get paid, well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That was a time in your life where you couldn't even wipe your own butt, couldn't feed yourself, couldn't put your own clothes on, couldn't bathe yourself. You were defenseless. And guess who defended you and made sure you had those things? It was your mother. So now, like I say, you're grown, you're ready to come into your manhood, but based on what I'm reading, your mother is in a position where she needs some help. So you gotta bite that bullet, little brother, and you gotta help mother out until she can get back to where she can be self-sufficient again, and then you can branch out and be on your own and be that man that you want to be, because you're doing a great thing. Don't begrudge your situation, even though you feel like, man, I can't even just enjoy my own money, but you're helping your mother. And you're going to get a blessing for that, bro. You're going to get a blessing for that. So you just have to just be steadfast, stay strong with it, and work towards getting your mother back on her feet. And don't let it break you. Pray on it. Don't let it break you. You'll be all right. It's what men do. Drastico, young Drastico. Drastico, tell them about the Throughout Time EP. Look, if y'all ain't got the new, well, I ain't gonna say new album, but if y'all ain't got the EP with me and Drastico, man, Throughout Time, man, what my, I'll copy that, man, hold on. My Drastico album. I almost dropped my Sam Cooke album. I don't have a copy right here in front of me, but look, go get the album right now, man. Go get it from Drastico, get it from me, SouthParkCoalition.net. It's dope, man. Y'all gotta support the music. Y'all gotta support the music. I got 10,000 subs, man. We need to sell 10,000 units. I don't be going platinum and stuff, man. Where y'all at? Explicit content. Are you going to make a second part to the session? Well, I got to check that video I did where I said that if I get 100 people to put session in the comment section, I would do it. I don't know. It was at like 70 or 80 something last time I checked. I said if I get 100, I'd do it. So I check and see, you know, who knows. But I did say, you're right, I did say I'll see you next week. So we'll see. Will there be more from the alien baby? The alien baby. We'll see. Anate. Are you a fan of battle rap and do you follow it? Yeah, I'm a fan of battle rap. I grew up battle rapping. That's how I cut my teeth in the game, man. That's why I'm aggressive and aggravated now when I rap, because I came up battling. That's how you got by. I don't follow it. You know, every now and then I catch one, but I don't really follow it. But I respect definitely. The BG Homegrown. I know the video to #1 Target by Dopey. And I think I got a glimpse why you got this facial expression. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Let me see something real quick. Let me make sure we still in good shape. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I gotta see the video. Duty-tude alert. Are you ready for the plasma, Mr. K-Rino? Find some bedrock and get rope for you and yours, and enjoy the 7 days and nights of Hell Week. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Enlighten me, though. Enlighten me. Don't pay no attention if I crack a joke. That's just how I am, but I don't know what you're talking about. Lorenzo San Miguel. Would you consider starting a weekly segment on your radio show that allows people to send in 20-second audio clips of them spitting a few bars? My radio show is not really